Hey guys, this is Dow Tran here at HeyDowTran.com, and it is a beautiful, great day here in Sacramento in front of California's Capitol, here in downtown Sacramento. Nice 75 degrees standing in front of the Capitol with the Mark Anthony Bates, as he calls himself the coach of the coaches. So I'm going to let him explain what he does uniquely to the audience here.
Well, first off, thank you. I'm glad to be here today and glad to be here with all of you. And hopefully most of you were on the call already and you've already been able to hear what we're talked about. This isn't what we're going to be talking about today, though. I don't call myself the coach's coach, but most people refer to me that in the industry. What I do is I work with people on their branding, I work with them on their mindset, and before they ever do anything else, they take action. And it works across the board. So there are many things that people are doing in real estate right now which are great, and the fact that they're taking action and they're doing stuff is perfect, but it's the right kind of action too that you need to remind yourself to keep doing. You need to keep checking yourself. Am I getting closer or further away from my goals? And what I find typically is when I go all over the world and talk to people is that there are common threads, and most of that is fear-based. And so when people get in fear, they'll come up with reasons why they don't want to do something or why they don't follow through. And a lot of that fear is the fear of failure. It's the fear of them looking bad in front of their peers or their family, because some of you have probably had people before saying, you know what, why are you doing this? It's stupid. You're not going to make any money. It's one of those other things where people just don't make money and they just take money. You know what, there are some of those, but most of the time, if you go ahead and you follow the steps of the people that have gone before you, and you don't have to replicate, and create the new wheel, it makes it a lot simpler for you to do. And when you have a coach, a great coach, a phenomenal coach, that helps you to get there a lot faster. But you know what, it's really important. This was a conversation you and I had earlier. You just finished doing a coaching session not too long ago, and I won't even say what state or part of the world it was in. But one of the challenges you were fighting is when you followed up with them was that they didn't follow up with all the talking points that you had gone over. And nobody's going to just bring you the deal. I mean, on occasion that will happen because people know what you do, and that's why you need to let as many people as you know what you're doing. But you need to establish credibility. You need to be able to go ahead and have done the deals too for them to go through. And it's not just going to happen if you don't do something.
So the bottom line is, whether you're in the real estate industry and the internet marketing industry, the bottom line is you just need a coach to push you through. And even the greatest speakers on stage, there's somebody behind them working with them to make them successful and great as they are on stage.
Well, you can pretty much count on that if you have somebody that's ultra successful, that they didn't necessarily go that on their own. There's a lot of solopreneurs out there, but they still have people that help to support and back them to help them get to where they want to be. And if you don't already have somebody doing that, if you've got people that are actually taking from you rather than giving to you, you might want to reconsider that. And in doing something for yourself and investing the time with a coach. I learned all my stuff from coaching and mentoring. You know my background and what I've done and where I haven't read and what schooling I've had. And I will tell you, if it wasn't for people like you, coaching people like me, I wouldn't have the level of success that I enjoy today. Where I don't have to market myself, I don't have business cards, I don't have a website, I never have to promote myself, and I've had a waiting list for 8 months or 8 years. How many of you would like to have a waiting list for 8 years and charge the kind of money that I charge? You have no idea what it is, but it's a lot.
So thank you for giving us a glimpse of the Mark Anthony Bates. And for those of us who want to get to know you better or want to get in touch with you, is there an email address that you can share with us or with the audience, Mark?
Actually, no.
No? Okay.
No, and the reason being is because all my business comes by referral. I don't give out my contact information. It's not because I'm being a jerk, maybe a little bit, but it's just I can't take on the amount of business that I have, and I have certain criteria that people have to meet. And they've already got to be great speakers, they've already got to be successful in what they're doing. I just bring them up to the next level. But in order to get to the level where you might need somebody like me, having somebody like you would be the appropriate step.
So, and even if you can reveal to us who you coach, you don't have to tell us. So,
yes.
Confidential. Okay.
They are the best in what they do worldwide.
By referral only.
By referral only.
Awesome. All right, so we know who we're dealing with. Yes. All right, guys. That's the end of that. And again, this is Dow Tran. If you want to catch more of this, hit us up on HeyDowTran.com. That's HeyDowTran.com. And I'm sitting here with
the Mark Anthony.
Until then, happy investing and happy blogging.